Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something crazy, something absolutely insane. I don't know if you're going to be able to handle it. We're going to draw. I just need a chill week where we just have some fun. So that's what we're going to do. It's just going to be a calm, chill, chit chat, and draw. Okay, enjoy. Welcome to my very calm video. I just wanted to do a chill video this week. I actually had something else planned out, but it didn't really work out, so hopefully next week we will have a better video. But this week I decided to do some sketches from Pinterest. Surprise, surprise. I actually usually don't draw from Pinterest. I always used to use my own references, but I feel like for doing studies that are just gonna live in your sketchbook, I think it's fine to use other references. Sometimes I just want to draw and I don't want to take my own references. It's not convenient at that time. Or I find an image that I definitely know I couldn't create. Or I find someone's face who I'm really interested in painting or drawing. And I know that it can be difficult to have access to other people's faces. And not everyone is down for that sort of thing, for you to take a picture of them. And I totally understand that. It's also inspiring to see what other people do in terms of just looking at other people's work and the type of colors that they're using for their photographs or images. I think it can be really inspiring and improve your own work just to learn from them. I've also been using Pinterest images because I think it's actually a good site to find images from. They basically recommend images based on things you've already pinned, so you can find visually similar images to the ones you were attracted to. I know that Instagram has a similar algorithm, but I find Pinterest is easier to use on a computer, which is what I use to draw from. I don't find it convenient to draw off my phone, and honestly, I just use Instagram to look at memes mostly. The first image I picked I liked because I liked the expression on the girl's face, and I like that her mouth is open so you can kind of see her teeth bit, but not fully. The second image I picked because I liked the pattern of light and shadow on the guy's face. I actually feel oddly disappointed in myself because I want to spend more time making videos so that I can make the best possible video and make it look the way I want it to look in my head. But I'm glad that I started the channel, even though I'm kind of like a bit struggling to keep up with the work of it. But there's been a lot of challenges so far. There are still some things I'm trying to figure out, like if this is the type of content I want to make. I think I'll always be making art videos, but I just don't know in what way I want to do them. I think posting a video every week is actually more work than it's made out to seem, and it's difficult to explain unless you're actually doing that. But I think I will always be making videos, or at least be making them for a really long time, because I really enjoy it. I enjoy the platform of YouTube. I've always been kind of obsessed with YouTube since I've known about it, and I've looked up to the people who are on YouTube. I just kind of like admire them, I guess, in a really weird way, like I guess the same way people admire celebrities. But yeah, it's been my main source of entertainment, and I'm sure it has for most of you out there as well. I think I'm also trying to acknowledge and be patient with myself that this is something new to me, and I feel like I've learned a lot in a short amount of time, and I'm proud of that. I have a tendency to take things too seriously, but I'm afraid of being goofy because I don't want people to like judge me for that, but I think also being goofy is a really big part of my personality. I know that other people, when they start their YouTube channels, they usually have like videos planned out for like the next month or 2 months. I'm glad that like I finally started my YouTube channel, and honestly I kind of started it a bit on a whim. I didn't really plan anything out ahead of time, because I knew that if I didn't start it that day, then I would never ever start a YouTube channel. So yeah, it was very spontaneous of me, and I'm usually not a very spontaneous person. And I mean, I wanted to start a channel for so long. And I was making some videos like maybe a year ago, but I never posted them because I feel like they didn't look good and I wasn't ready and I had all of these fears in my head. What if people find my channel? What will they think if they see what I'm doing, which I'm really not doing anything that bad. I feel like I had all of these reservations about starting a channel and I made a bunch of excuses as to why I couldn't do it or why it wasn't the right time for me. But I know that I only did all of that out of fear. And I don't know why I care about that stuff, because worrying about what people think is not normally in my personality, I suppose. I think that the reason, though, that I've been thinking about other people and what they will think about my channel is because I actually care a lot about what I'm doing. And I think if I didn't care about what I was doing, I don't know if I would be questioning it, what people would think about it so much, if that makes sense. I think I'm like kind of overthinking it at this point and I want to stop doing that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that. Okay, and on to the next drawing. I've actually been taking a drawing class for the past couple months. It's a life drawing class that's just for fun, so I get to draw from a nude model. It's nice because the last time I got to draw from a nude model was probably like 3 years ago, which is way too long to not do life drawing for. I actually have a bit of a confession to make, which is I barely ever draw. If it's not for a YouTube video and if it wasn't for this class that I'm taking, I probably would never draw, which is not good. That's also another reason why I like doing this channel, and that's because it forces me to continue to make art every week. Last year I felt like I was barely making any art, and I feel like looking back on it now I'm so disappointed in myself because it was a really unproductive year for me, and I think I lost myself a bit. I think when artists go a long time without making work, they just don't feel like themselves, and I definitely felt that last year. I'm happy now though that I'm making artwork more often because I want to continue to keep my skills sharp so that I can become a better artist. Going back to talking about not drawing, I just wanted to say that I find drawing a bit more difficult than painting for me. I know that most people think painting is more difficult, but I think painting feels more natural to me than drawing does. Drawing can feel like work and painting can feel like work too sometimes, but painting just comes out easier than drawing does. I also find if I make a huge mistake in painting, it's easy to just scrape off the paint and start again. But with drawing, if you go too dark with your pencil, it can be very difficult to cover up that mistake. So I don't always feel relaxed drawing, even though I just called this a calm, chill, relaxing chit chat video. I don't know how relaxed I am right now. I'm just kidding, I'm relaxed. This video was actually really fun to make, and I'm glad I did it. Even though I'm not receiving any instruction in the drawing class that I was talking about earlier, I still feel like I'm learning so much and just being reminded of lessons that I forgot about. I think if you're an artist, you should always try to improve your skills regardless of what level you're at. And I've been thinking a lot about if I challenge myself enough with my own art. And I kind of think that I came to the conclusion that I don't. I can definitely work harder to do things that are outside of my comfort zone, whether that's using materials I've never used before, or painting from life, or doing landscape paintings instead of portraiture. I just want to make sure that I'm constantly growing and not staying stagnant in my development because I'm not trying new things. So I'm trying to be more conscious of that in the future instead of always playing it safe and sticking with the same things. And I think in that way, like, if I am just conscious of that, I will be challenging myself to try new things. It's much more difficult to be an artist than I think some people realize because I think you're constantly like wanting to get better all the time and you just put so much pressure on yourself to do that. But I'm trying not to really put the pressure on myself. I'm just trying to acknowledge that it's important to challenge myself and I need to be doing it more. But yeah, thanks for being patient about everything. I think that I want to use my channel as a platform to just feel free to be honest and, say what I want to say. So thank you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next video.